Hello, you are once again welcome in my biology classes. In the last session, I had discussed part 1 of the DNA replication. Part 1 in the sense that only the fundamentals of DNA replication were discussed in that session, and in the present session we shall discuss the role of various enzymes that takes place at the time of replication at different stages. Now, I had said that once the two strands separate at origin site, two forks were formed, and these replication forks move in opposite direction. So whatever happens in one fork, the same happens in the another fork. And therefore, let us now discuss replication in one fork. It is not known how the DNA replication starts, but we know that at the end of G1 phase of interphase, cyclin-dependent kinase enzyme becomes active. This enzyme changes the phase, that is, it stops all normal metabolism of the cell, and all such genes become on that are related to DNA replication. What genes? The genes for synthesis of DNA polymerase, the single strand binding proteins, primase, liase and ligase, etc., along with the histone protein in eukaryote that helps in packing of the DNA to form a chromosome. So all these functions become on in the S phase of interphase, that is the DNA synthesis phase. Now, at first, the role of helicase starts. It is the unwinding protein, two molecules of which become bound to the origin site, and each molecule rotates the double helix in left-handed direction so that the right-handed double helix becomes straight. Later on, the hydrogen bonds break and the two strands are moved apart. So two forks are formed. Now the hydrogen bonds are very weak bonds. They can form, they can reform. They can break easily, so they can form easily. Now it is said that helicase has two types. One is rep protein and another is helicase 2. At least two sets of enzymes helicase become active, become attached to O site, and then form the replication fork. Almost 100 to 200 base pairs long DNA become straight in both directions, and two replication forks are formed there. And as I had said, the hydrogen bonds are weak bonds. They can break and they can reform easily. So To stop the rewinding of DNA, formation of hydrogen bond again between the two strands, single strand binding proteins, each protein has molecular weight 74 kilodalton, bind to each strand separately. So because of these proteins, the two strands cannot reattach at the fork site and remain separate. This is the diagram showing how DNA double strands have been teared away from the middle by the enzyme helicase, and the two strands separate from their complementary strands. Now a detailed process is shown here. The red arrow shows beginning of DNA replication with the help of formation of RNA primers. In this diagram, in the first diagram, this strand starts from 3'. So 3' prime strand, it is also known as plus strand. The another strand that begins with 5', here is 5', is known as minus strand. Now the primer is formed near 3'. So in one strand, the positive strand near the fork, near the origin, and in the negative strand near the fork. When DNA proceeds to form on both strands, new strand of DNA is synthesized in 5' to 3' direction. In the third diagram, you see that when on the negative strand, minus strand, some length of DNA is formed, the enzyme moves to the point of origin. The enzyme comes here and an empty space is formed here. So a fresh RNA primer is formed, and in continuation with this primer, the DNA is synthesized. Now the same is dictated pointwise here. The enzyme primase, enzyme is one molecule, and 14 molecules are other peptides. Protein I 3 molecules, protein N 2 molecules, protein N dash 1 molecule, protein N double dash 1 molecule, DNA C 1 molecule, and DNA B 6 molecules. These 14 molecules together with enzyme form a primosome. So near the 3' terminal of both strands, positive and negative both strands, a molecule of primosome becomes attached, that is the complex molecule of these 15 proteins become attached and form a short length of RNA, that is called RNA primer. DNA polymerase has a problem. It cannot attach itself on single-stranded DNA. Neither it can start synthesis from nucleotide level. It needs a background. So when DNA RNA hybrid is formed, the molecule can be set on the double strand, and in continuation with the RNA, the fresh strand of complementary DNA is synthesized. So primer formation is essential. Now the enzyme DNA polymerase 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 such enzymes. Here polymerase 1 has not been mentioned. It was the first enzyme discovered by Kornberg in 1969. So it is also known as Kornberg enzyme. later on De Lucia and Cairns, in the same year 1969, discovered polymerase 2 and 3. After the primer is formed, primosome is replaced and DNA polymerase 3 takes over this place. Primer is removed, it means RNA synthesis stops. DNA polymerase 3 becomes attached, it means in continuation with RNA primer, DNA would be synthesized and become attached to the DNA RNA hybrid strand. The enzyme moves in 3-5 direction of template. Mind it, on the template, enzyme moves from 3-5 direction and the complementary strand is formed with opposite polarity, that is that DNA is synthesized in 3-5 direction on both the strands. This is the structure of DNA polymerase 3. It is a complex structure. Two molecules are attached together. The 7 peptide form one unit and another 7 peptide form another unit. And these two units are attached together by a connecting peptide. So polymerase 3 is a hollow enzyme made of one molecule each of alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, theta and tau peptides, all of which are essential for their biological activity. They have separate functions. This complex is also known as replisome. As the fork moves away from O site, that is, it becomes longer, on the plus stand, regular space is provided for movement of the enzyme and therefore continuous DNA synthesis takes place on the plus stand. So this continuous DNA stand is called leading stand. Mind it, on the plus stand that begins with 3 dash, continuous DNA synthesis occurs and this stand is known as leading stand. But on the minus stand, a space is formed near fork. RNA primer is formed near fork. And so DNA synthesis takes place away from fork towards the origin site. So when the enzymes come to origin site, there is no space to move further. The empty space is formed behind this stand near the fork and therefore a fresh RNA primer is synthesized near fork and a fresh complementary DNA strand is formed behind the earlier formed DNA strand. Thus, on the minus strand, discontinuous lagging strands are formed. Almost 400 to 500 bases long DNA fragments are formed on the minus strand and these fragments are known as Okazaki fragment in honor of the discoverer Dr. Reiji Okazaki of Japan. Now the role of polymerase 1 or Kornberg enzyme comes. It serves as a deter enzyme and helps in correcting any mistake done during pairing of the complementary bases. So 1, 2 or 3 molecules of polymerase 1 becomes attached following polymerase 3 on both the strand. If they find any mismatch, any wrong pair, they remove them. That means if A is not attached to T, it is attached to C, then polymerase 1 will remove C and allow pairing of T. So wrong pairs are removed and the right base is allowed to come to that point. When there is lack of diester bond, polymerase 1 can also form diester bond. It is said that by its anterior active site, it attaches the broken ester bond, but from the posterior active site, it can remove the wrong base. So it is said that it has 5' to 3' polymerase activity, but 3' to 5' endonuclease activity. Polymerase 1 cannot attach two Okazaki fragments together. On minus stand, there are Okazaki fragments. Each fragment initiates with RNA primer. Polymerase 1 can remove a RNA primer. At the place of ribonucleotide, it can add deoxyribonucleotide there, but it cannot attach two Okazaki fragments together. Therefore, another enzyme is needed. It is called DNA ligase. It can reattach any broken end of DNA chain and helps in reattaching the Okazaki fragment as well as the other broken ends of DNA at supercoils in bacteria. Recently, it has been discovered that the two molecules of DNA polymerase 3 does not move independently in opposite direction, that is on leading and lagging strand, but these are connected together by a protein C and therefore always move together. To accommodate itself in this complex enzyme, the minus stand forms a loop-like structure, separates from the enzyme, moves around it, then enter into enzyme and replicate for a short distance. Again, it separates, moves around, form another loop, and then again enter into the enzyme and form the complementary strand. So it has been shown through this diagram. You see that the mother strand forms a loop around it, enters into enzyme and then comes out. So such type of loop is formed on the negative strand, but the positive strand from other side, this side directly moves forward, synthesizing the complementary bases. The same is shown in another diagram here. Now in eukaryotes, there are two types of DNA polymerase in nucleus, polymerase alpha, polymerase beta. And one another is polymerase delta. Whereas in mitochondria there is polymerase gamma. It is not two types, it is three types: polymerase alpha, beta and delta in eukaryotes and polymerase gamma in the yeast mitochondria. Now, when synthesis begins, the two strands of DNA, leading and lagging strands, are synthesized by two different DNA polymerases. The delta polymerase synthesizes leading strand and alpha polymerase synthesizes lagging strand. Polymerase beta perhaps does editor's function, but many of the books of cell biology does not mention polymerase B. This is another diagram showing the loop formation in the negative strand. You can see the negative strand is here. Two Okazaki fragments are formed in this direction or this direction. These are formed after they wind around the second molecule of enzyme and come out of the enzyme. Then complementary bases are attached together, forming a complete strand. So this is all about the DNA replication. In the next session, we shall start what is the gene, how it functions, what is its fine structure. Till then, thank you very much. Goodbye.